I'm sitting out here walking around with a fucking helmet on. Doesn't look a little strange, but that's alright. Yeah, look at this bridge. Shit is old. We're gonna drive on that bitch. You ready? You ready, Mt07? There we go! Yo, what is up, YouTube? Welcome back. It's your boy Topher here. We're here on the 2024 Mt07. Last video I rode the R6. Told you guys I was going to be out on the Mt07. So, now I think I've had this Mt07 since about June. Oh no, August. Yeah, August. So I've had it since August of 24. It's March 25. But yeah, 4,000 miles on it. I think that's how many I have. Oh, 4,000. My foot, my shoestring got stuck on the kickstand. But yeah, I almost put 5,000 on this bike. You can see here, we got the Impact Tech crash cage in white. I believe they stopped making them in white too. I got a full Akrapovich exhaust because if you didn't know, the only exhaust you can get for this bike are full setups. Just did the oil change a little bit ago. Got some carbon radiator guards. Put this on because they didn't have one of these from the factory, which I think is dumb. Everything was just hitting and getting stuck in my radiator, so I got that so bugs stopped getting stuck. I got these sexy ass blue turn signals. Check it out. Turns amber when you turn it on. I thought they matched the bike pretty damn good. Yeah, like I said, a Akrapovich full exhaust. I did a rear brake. I did a rear tail tidy kit. So you see, I lost my whole license plate fender, rear fender guard, or whatever you call it. But yeah, I'm getting pretty fucking hot sitting here. We're out here, we're gonna head out to the Roebling Bridge. It's an old single lane bridge from shit, back in the olden days. This bike sounds good though. The CP2 two-cylinder engine Yamaha made. We used it in many fucking platforms. Like they got it in the Mt07. I believe the R7 uses it. The Tenere 700 uses it. And the Yamaha XSR also uses this CP2 motor. It's a 270-degree crank, two-cylinder engine. In this configuration on the Mt07, it makes like 70 horsepower. I'm going to be dribbling something down on the road. Yeah, it makes 70 horsepower, 50 foot-pounds of torque. Pretty nice little street bike, to be honest. I love this bike. It's not quite as like rocket shippy as the R6, but it's not supposed to be. It's a great street bike, and honestly, I think this is a good beginner bike. Honestly, it's not too much power, but it's got enough power so that way you have room to grow. When you first get this bike, it might be a little bit scary if you've never ridden a bike before, because it does have a lot of low-end power. That's where most of the power comes in the Scenic, down at the low end. But yeah, as long as you're good with your throttle, you don't give it too much throttle right off the rip. You're not gonna wheelie it then, because it will pop the wheel up. You don't have to use the clutch. It's got enough power to pop it up first, second, I mean probably even third if you really get onto it down low. I don't know. I never really tried that. I do pop it up every now and then. But yeah, if you just go easy with the throttle, you'll develop some good throttle price for most people. Now, I started on a 500, Z500, which is like Kawasaki's version of the Mt07, but a 500 cylinder, a 500cc. Could you imagine if it had 500 cylinders? That would be one fucking heavy ass bike. Yeah, but that was also a 2-cylinder bike. It had 450 or 449 maybe cc's, not too sure. It made 50 foot-pounds, or made 50 horsepower. Torque was like somewhere in the 40s. It was a pretty nice bike. You see this many miles? I put that many miles on that bike in 3 months. And I sold it. And I got this bike. And then I also bought the R6 at the same time. I bought this, and then I didn't sell the Z500 right away. I had this and the Z5100. I had my Mt07 and the Z500 at the same time for a little bit. It was nice because my brother ended up getting his permit, and he had like a small bike to ride, which was the 500, while I rode this around. We weren't really going crazy through towns or nothing. We were just enjoying the road, having a good time. That's what bikes are made for. You don't have to go balls to the walls every time you're out on a bike. It is fun, don't get me wrong, but there's a time and a place for it. There really is. We're out in Berryville again. If you guys might remember this spot from the last video, if you guys did watch that, where I did rip the R6, and I mean, I fucking ripped that bitch. And we talked about this story with the oil. And if you guys want to know about the oil, you should watch that. Well, I was looking at that River Eatery, didn't really look open. If you guys want to know that story about the oil, I recommend watching that video. Now, I did a couple things since the last video to try to mitigate my wind noise. So far, I don't hear fucking no wind inside of my helmet. I do have earplugs on. I also put my sweatshirt hood up, and I put my helmet on with my hood up. So that, in theory, that was to prevent wind from coming up around my neck. And it seems to be doing a pretty good job, to be honest. You got a bunch of these signs all over this because I live like those ducks, or they're not ducks, they're doves. That's because I live in the area where the original Woodstock happened. If you don't know what Woodstock is, that was back in 1969. It was a big ass hippie festival. Jimi Hendrix played. I think it was like a 3-day weekend thing. Pretty much everyone came there. It rained like a cow pissing on a flat rock. It made the whole field muddy. It was actually it's on a hill. I actually worked there, coincidentally. We do concerts and stuff in the summer. And yeah, it was like a 3-day weekend where people just camped out, listened to good music, had good times, partied, hung out. Coincidentally, it had to rain, but ever since then, it's been a big thing here. Every year around the same time, they do celebrations and stuff. And there's a lot of little music festivals that happen during the summer. It's pretty cool. But other than that, this area is pretty much dead. There is no houses or nothing. Not much houses. This isn't the area where Woodstock happened, but it's really not too far from here. From here, it's probably about 30 minutes. But from where I live, it's only like 50. I like this sound. I do need to get a tune for this bike. I just want to hear it a little better. Ready? You ready, Mt07? Come on! Pop, pop, pop. Let's do it. There we go! We're almost at this one flaming ridge. What the hell? My tongue's all twisted up. This helmet makes it hard to talk. We're almost to the one-lane bridge. And I'll tell you guys a little bit of history about the one-lane bridge when we get there. Got to do a little wave to the biker dude. Say, what's up, brother? Them Harleys do look fucking comfy, you gotta admit it. Looks like you could fucking sit back and take a nap on that bike. Dude, this bike though is so comfy compared to the R6, not gonna lie. But like I was saying, it does have a recall on it, and that recall is for the clutch. Now from the factory, before they sold it, they put back at Yamaha. It's got a fat ass, that girl. Back at Yamaha, they put a rust inhibitor on the clutch. And you know, you got engine oil in your engine, and a clutch is wet if you didn't know, meaning it sits in the oil from your engine. So when your engine gets to operating temperature, like normal operating temperature, the clutch oil, or the rust inhibitor that they put on the clutch, mixes with your engine oil. And what that does is it created a viscous substance, which makes it so that even when you have your clutch pulled in all the way, it might not engage. So that would mean if you have an issue with that, you would creep forward with your clutch pulled in all the way, which could lead to an accident. But yeah, here's the single lane bridge. This is the Roebling Delaware Aqueduct. See, there's the Delaware River. We got a mini pulling up. From canal boats to canoes, the past flows into the present here at the Delaware Aqueduct. Walk across the aqueduct's reconstructed towpath where mules once pulled Delaware and Hudson canal boats back to Pennsylvania for another load of coal. Enjoy views of the river today as you imagine the transformation of this river crossing from low water ford to rope ferry to aqueduct, and finally to road bridge. There's an old picture of it. The Delaware Aqueduct stands as a testament of the brilliance of the engineer John A. Roebling. This aqueduct, the nation's oldest existing wire cable suspension structure, is the earliest of Roebling's work still standing. It's one of the 4 aqueducts he designed and helped build for the D&H Canal Company from 1847 to 1851. German immigrant John A. Roebling and his oldest son Washington are best known for their crowning achievement, the Roebling Bridge, completed in 1887. Oh, I never knew that. The D&H Canal Historic Site. Oh, there's the towpath trail right there. Just hopped the curb. I saw a sign. I wanted to read it. This path leads to a half-mile remnant of the original 1828 Delaware and Hudson Canal towpath. The trail takes you past the remains of a dry-laid stone walls and other features of the pre-aqueduct canal systems. From underneath the 1848 aqueduct, the trail provides a closer view of the massive trusses and cables. A fucking mile walk? Do we want to do that? You are here. Remains of guard lock. Right there. Down that trail probably a little bit. Remains of Slackwater Dam. Oh shit, right there. You can see it. Obviously we were looking at the Delaware Aqueduct, or otherwise known as the Roebling Bridge. Alright, so it looks like this is the trail to walk. 1, 2, 3, follow after me. Yeah, there's the remnants of the Slack Dam. Oh, looks like there's... Oh, that's the railroad. That's the old railroad, right? It's gotta be. That's neat. I've been here for like a class trip back in like 3rd grade, I think, but we didn't walk this path. You know, I don't really remember much from the class trip. Yo, that bridge looks old. Fuck. I'm sitting out here walking around with a fucking helmet on. Doesn't look a little strange, but that's alright. Yeah, look at this bridge. Shit is old. We're gonna drive on that bitch. Yeah, I think I pretty much saw all I wanted to see over here. This trail was pretty lackluster, but it was pretty cool. You did get to really... I never really looked at the bottom of this bridge. That wood is still in pretty good shape, honestly. Ooh, those ones are cracked. Don't take a close look at it, guys. It was built in fucking, what was it, 1827? Something like that? I forgot. I just read it too. Actually, that was a pretty neat little video, I think. Went a little bit different from how I planned. I wasn't thinking about coming here reading the signs. I just thought about coming here. But we're going to hit the bridge, show you guys what this single lane bridge looks like. I'm going to go ahead and end this video off. If you guys did like this video, I hope you guys don't mind, but drop me a like on this video then. While you're down there dropping a like on this video, be sure to smash that subscribe button. That way you can stay tuned for the next latest and greatest video from your boy Topher. I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Adios.